All right. Coming back once again. Some more real talk. Real deep video here, as you can see the title. He died trying to please his parents. He couldn't take the pressure. He died trying to please his parents. Now, before I get off into this little story, I want to say this. Because so many women, and women, I'm not doing this video to make you feel guilty, make you feel bad, but just a wake up call. So many of y'all are putting the pastor before your own husband. That ain't right. You being submissive to your pastor, but not even your own husband. It's about what the pastor says and not what your husband is saying. Now, I know some people are married to some jacked up folks, but I'm talking about a true man of God who is following God, trying to make things work. And then we got all these controlling pastors out here. They ain't gonna make it far at all. This is how a lot of women are losing their family. They losing their husbands because they spending so much time at the church and being caught up in the pastor that they forget about their own family at home. And it's vice versa. You got some men, pastors, preachers, doing the same thing. I got to get the church running right. Church. But you forgot about your wife and you forgot about your children at home. Isn't it amazing how God created family first? Adam and Eve wasn't looking for no church building. And we are so backwards with what we do nowadays. Charity starts at home. But charity ain't even being taught in the church no more. Prosperity is, but charity is simply love. And so many kids, pastors' kids, are out of control because some pastors don't even spend time with their own son. Now, I want to say that first because I want to talk about this young man. Won't reveal no name, but he died trying to please his parents because all his life they brainwashed him with church. Of course, his mother and father was pastoring First Lady. And what he really wanted to do with his life, they didn't let him. Of course, he didn't have say-so on his life. And things got hard for him because he was not only trying to keep up with school, college work, and all of that, but he was trying to please his mother and his father. Because, of course, father wanted him to be the next preacher. Let me say this off top. Just because you're a preacher don't necessarily mean your son gonna follow in your footsteps. So this young man couldn't deal with the pressure. He started falling behind and with his grades. He was trying to fit in with people. He got tired of people calling him preacher boy. So he got to the point where he started taking a bunch of pills. He was trying to stay woke. But he kept taking these pills and wasn't really reading how these pills were so powerful. Until one day he took too many. And he overdosed. And he died. Kind of remind me of an old y'all remember the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air with Will Smith. Kind of remind me of an episode when Will had got those drugs, and Uncle Phil got real mad because Will could have killed himself. But I think Carlton was the one that wound up. Yeah, Carlton wound up taking the pills by accident. And when you to the point where you trying to deal with that much pressure, anything could happen. And his parents, only thing they kept trying to figure out is why did he start taking those pills, those drugs. Kind of remind me of Michael Jackson before he died. He said all he wanted to do was get some sleep. And we all know what he did to try to get some sleep. And how people get so caught up in pleasing everybody else that they're killing themselves in the process. This young man didn't get another shot at life. His life ended at a young age. So pastors, first ladies, parents, period, remember sometime you can push your kids way too far because it is their life that they're going to have to live. And then you got too many parents trying to live their life through their children's life. No, it don't operate like that. So that young man did what he thought was best. Took all those pills, trying to stay woke, and they killed him. Killed him. It's just something to think about. So with that being said, don't put all that pressure on your child. I know I'm just a simple old nobody, but this is real talk. Stop trying to make your child be something that God ain't even chose them to be. Because when you do that, that child grow up confused, angry. But real talk, ain't too many children that want to let their parents down. So they're going to do what they got to do to make sure mama proud of me. If daddy around, daddy proud of me. But is it really what you want for the child? Or is it what God wants for the child? God bless you. God keep you. Peace. Remain blessed.